The United States is betting tens of billions of dollars that it can create the fiercest fighter jet the world has ever seen, and China is worried. In fact, China is so concerned that it used a satellite to spy and collect information on the new NGAD fighter jet. Well, at least they tried to spy on the new aircraft. China misidentified the NGAD for the mock-up Dark Star aircraft that was created for the movie Top Gun, but the attempt wasn't totally without merit. Lockheed Martin, the US aerospace technology company, recently announced that it worked with the producers of the movie to help create the aircraft. This has left the world wondering if the Dark Star aircraft is a precursor of what's to come. If anything, China's desperation to infiltrate US airspace to get a look at the new, mysterious fighter jet should tell you just how nervous it's making China. So, let's take a look at why the world is talking about the NGAD. Unlike the mock-up Dark Star aircraft, the NGAD fighter jet is real and dangerous. The United States plans to create the most expensive and capable aircraft the world has ever seen. The NGAD is expected to cost at least twice as much as the powerful F-35 fighter jet, and that's not including the autonomous wingmen that will accompany it. So how dangerous is the world's most expensive aircraft going to be? The project is currently top secret, and public information on exact specifications is scarce. Fighter jets are often the deciding factor in a battle, and the United States is known for holding its cards close. In fact, the United States won't even allow its allies to gain information or access to its most advanced projects. There is currently a special policy that prohibits the exportation of the F-35 to any allied countries. It's expected that the United States will take an even more protective approach with the NGAD fighter jet, which is expected to be a paradigm-shattering aircraft. The United States is looking to build the first sixth-generation fighter jet that will not have any vertical stabilizers. Usually, vertical stabilizers are needed to keep a plane airborne, but the NGAD will take a different approach. Using similar technology as the ultra-stealth B-2 Spirit bomber, the NGAD is expected to have a triangular body shape and in-flight intelligence that will adjust airflow around the aircraft, keeping it in the air. This process is known as Active Flow Control, or AFC, and it would be a massive technological achievement. Not having to rely on vertical stabilizers will make the aircraft ultra-stealth and ultra-deadly. But this technology comes with a high price tag. The B-2 Spirit bomber, which uses AFC technology and is one of the world's stealthiest aircrafts, cost the US over a shocking $2 billion to create. As you can imagine, incorporating AFC technology in the NGAD is going to cost a pretty penny. To take the new aircraft's stealth capabilities even further, the aircraft will likely have to store its fuel and weaponry in internal compartments. External compartments would weaken its stealth ability and make it vulnerable to enemy radar. To create enough room for internal storage compartments, the NGAD will have to be a massive aircraft. Experts have predicted that the jet could reach a similar length to the F-11 at around 75 feet. Compared to the F-22 Raptor, which is only 62 feet long, the NGAD is going to be a beast of a machine. A massive aircraft allows for a massive engine. For the last few years, the United States created the Advanced Engine Transition Program, also known as AETP, to create cutting-edge engines for sixth-generation fighter jets. These engines are designed to be beyond powerful and incredibly efficient. It's believed that an AETP engine will be 25% more fuel efficient and generate 10% more thrust than current top-tier engines. Equipping the NGAD with this engine will make it virtually untouchable, as it will be able to fly farther and faster than enemy jets. Just like the AFC technology to make the aircraft ultra-stealth, the AETP engines don't come cheap. The program is believed to cost a whopping $6 billion, and that's just for the engines alone. But the price is worth it because the insane power generated by these engines will also allow the NGAD to host top-of-the-line computer systems to enable electronic warfare abilities, laser weapons, avionics, and perpetual in-flight communication. To make the fighter jet even more terrifying, it will never fly without its deadly wingmen. Multiple unmanned aircraft will accompany the fighter jet, and they'll provide lethal protection and vital information to the NGAD pilot. These unmanned aircraft should not be thought of as high-tech drones, because they're so much more than that. In fact, the autonomous machines are full-size fighter jets with nearly all the same capabilities. That means the NGAD pilot in ground control will be able to use them to perform their own missions. Each one of the aircraft will cost over $150 million. That's the price of 2 F-35 fighter jets. However, it's worth noting that maintaining an F-35 over its lifetime costs over $1 trillion. The NGAD is being designed to be easily upgraded and maintained to greatly cut these costs. So although the price to manufacture the new 6th generation fighter jet appears to be astonishingly high, the aircraft adaptability will save the US money in the long term. The grand total of one single NGAD aircraft, not including its wingmen, is expected to be around $200 to $300 million, which would make it the most expensive fighter jet to date. However, the United States has shown its willingness to funnel as much money into the project as possible to ensure it has the most lethal machine in the sky. The Air Force has already requested over $1.5 billion this year for the project, and the yearly budget is expected to double as the actual production of the deadly NGAD draws closer. But why is the United States willing to guzzle so much money into one project? The answer is because they're not the only ones attempting to create the latest and greatest 6th generation fighter jet. The United Kingdom is currently developing its own 6th generation jet known as the Tempest. The plane will replace the older Eurofighter Typhoon in the British Royal Air Force. The UK has created a team of powerhouse engineers and manufacturers. The British government has only allotted $2.5 billion, a large sum, but nowhere close to the billions of dollars the United States is putting into their project. As of now, the Tempest is planned to hit the skies in 2035. The FCAS, which stands for Future Combat Air Systems, is being developed and backed by 3 different nations, including Germany, Spain, and France. Similar to the NGAD, supporting unmanned aircraft will accompany the FCAS during flight, and it will be equipped with cutting-edge technology. As of now, the project has been budgeted for $10 billion to be spent over the 6 years of development. So although the FCAS has multiple nations backing it, the budget doesn't come anywhere close to the NGAD's. Japan is also working on its first domestically created stealth fighter jet, and the budget is astonishing. Since World War II, Japan has turned its focus away from becoming a military superpower. But that's beginning to change. Japan believes it's time to build up its defensive abilities as tension with China and North Korea continues to grow. That is why over $48 billion have been allotted to the program. A much higher budget than the Tempest and FCAS, Mitsubishi has been selected as the primary developer, and Japan is even bringing in international support to ensure the project is a success. However, the overall cost of the NGAD is shockingly expected to still be higher. The new 6th generation fighter jet is expected to reshape what was previously thought possible. The top secret status of the project makes it difficult to predict what the NGAD will include. But if the rumors are true, it will be equipped with never-before-seen technology. As tensions between major countries like the United States and Russia grow, and the war in Ukraine continues, the United States may be preparing itself to have the upper hand in upcoming conflicts. What do you think about the development of the NGAD jet? Should China and Russia be worried? Let us know below.